So guys, good evening to everybody. I'm out once again to tell you stories, entertain you. You know how we do it. You know how we always do it. So good evening to everybody and welcome to my live broadcast once more. So welcome to my live broadcast once more. You know how we do it. So this evening, I hope the internet is going to be stable. Yes, how is everybody doing? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. It is weekend. Like I promised, I said I was gonna go live this evening to bring to you interesting real life stories. This is true life story. So call in friends, family members, and I want more people to join us before I start dropping my lines. You got it. Bring in more people. Let's do it. Ophelia, I'm doing good. I'm not doing bad. Ophelia, I'm not doing bad. But as you join me, like and share this broadcast. Okay? Like and share, invite more people. Let's go. It's going to be an interesting evening. I'm going to tell you guys real life stories. Ophelia, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, I appreciate you. Man, sir, well, let's see. Makanaki is in the building. Makanaki is in the building. This name reminds me of Cyril Makanaki, a Cameroonian football player. Yes, a Cameroonian football player then. That time, I think it was 1992 World Cup. 1990, was it 1990 World Cup? That Cameroon terrorized, the English national team. Yes, in the 80s and the early 90s too, that Cyril Makanaki also played the national team. Ari something, I see you. 1 second, guys, let me prepare. Let me prepare. Oh. So, I'm back again. I'm back once more. So, man. So I'm back once more. So, Makanaki, you are a football fan. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. Did you play football or you were just a football fan or you are still a football fan? As Ari said, he is from Northeast India. What's the name of the city? Ari Sanktam. What's the name of the city? You said you are from Northeast India. Okay. So Makanaki said, yeah, I thought as much. She said he got the name through football. I remember Cyril Makanaki had lock on, he has locks. He had locks then. I don't know if he's still alive. Ari, an Indian man from Northeast India said he played soccer as a goalkeeper. Well, Ari, I've never seen Indian play soccer, football. Maybe, what was it? The other one, I forgot the name. But football, Indian people, I've never seen them anywhere. I'm sorry to say it. I never knew Indians play soccer. I've never seen it. But I don't mean no insult. I've never seen it. You got it. So, yeah, cricket. Yes, somebody gave it. Yeah, cricket. The story we heard about India was back then when we were still small. We heard that India played soccer with one country and they gave the people 200 nil. Every minute they were scoring goal. They say Indians they are the highest when it comes to voodoo, magic. They say Indians can do magic. They are too much when it comes to magic. Captain Budi, I see you, Captain Budi. That name. Okay, I will try to search. Ari, I will try to search. Man, I came here this night to tell you true life stories. So stick on this page. Word of the day. How do you mean politics? So it was a lie when they said Indians gave one country 300 to 0. That was what we had then. Nobody's sharing, nobody's liking. How are we? Captain Boogie, because I thought I saw, man, I need eyeglasses, reading glasses, you know. Nigeria, they gave 300 0. My sister Star is in the building. My sister Star is in the building. Good to see you, my sister. Story day this evening, no. Story plenty. Gist day. I'm coming up with stories. So now let's go. As you watch me, I'll just tell you a bit of what happened this evening before, when people join us, then I go into the real story. So today I went outside. I went to town. You know, every city has the center. So today I went to our city center in Vienna. Don't forget, I am the man who keep making Vienna popular. That is, people came to know, a lot of people now know Vienna through me. Yeah, so I am the most popular African man in Vienna. So now, guys, as you watch, like and share. Let me tell you what happened today so that we can learn from it. And this is not the story. The story will come when the house is full. So today, I went outside. You know, I don't drive car anymore. You know, I don't drive taxi anymore. I don't own any car now. So today, I went outside. I boarded a train. When I boarded the train, when I entered the train, I searched for a vacant seat. So when I looked around, I saw like 2, 3, 4 vacant seats, you know. I went and got myself seated. So I went and I sat down. When I sat down, some other people came and sat down. Cyril Makanaki, I appreciate you for the roses. I appreciate you. So when I sat down, other people came and joined me. But there were still some other vacant seats inside the train. After driving 2 or 3 stations. One very big, fat woman, and she wasn't looking clean. This woman may not have taken her bath shower for years. Listen to this story. And one side of her face was disfigured. She completely, like she had tumor, very big one. Do I call it tumor? Very big. The one side of the face was swollen that she couldn't even be seen with one eye. So now, when the woman entered, everybody, the whole people were like, what's this now? You know, when somebody like that looks insane enters the train. So when somebody that looks like somebody who is mentally deranged. So now, I don't live in Germany, I live in Vienna, I live in Austria. So when the woman entered, the woman saw a vacant seat very close to me, and she sat down, and she also sat near other people. Listen to this story. Immediately, she sat near other Europeans. They quickly stood up. So, Bakersfield is in the building. Bakersfield, I appreciate you. Good to see you. So, now I know you are watching from California. That is California. So now, as soon as this woman, the clothes looked, she was putting on dirty clothes, dirty shoes, and the rest of them. So some white people immediately stood up and left that area. The woman, when she saw that people were leaving that area, the woman felt like she felt bad. She felt like, you know how when people start leaving where you were seated. So I remained where I was. I did not move. So from the woman's body language, she was, watching me like as if I was going to leave too. But I did not leave. Now, the smell coming out of the woman wasn't so intensive, She was smelling, but not so intensive. It was something that I could manage. I just ignored it. Sat down. So when I got to West Bahnhof, where I was supposed to exit the train, I exited the train. Now, I did not leave that place the woman was seated because of the experiences I've had in the past. Now, let me tell you the experiences I've had in the past. As a young African man that came to Europe, I have experienced racism and discrimination many times because of the color of my skin or because of the way I look. Because I don't look European. Get it now. So there were times, I'm a very handsome man and I like dressing very well. Now, so there were times when I go get seated near some European people inside the train. Some of these European people, what's wrong with this red tongue, this ambulance? So when I go sit near, when I enter the train and sit near some, not all, European people, you see them get up and move away from there. Also, there were also at times when they come and see that I was sitting somewhere and there is a vacant seat near me, they would just prefer to stand. If they look around, and they don't see any other seat, they prefer to stand than to sit close to an African person. So this thing, a kind of upset me back then, but no more. You know, I felt infuriated a lot of times because of their behavior, but at a time I began to ignore it. Now, I don't, because I felt bad when they did it to me. Like, when you discriminate me based on my race, not that you know me, based on my race, you know what I mean? So I feel bad. So now, when this woman, let me say this woman is a kind of handicapped, I mean, physically challenged woman, came and sat near me. If I should stand up, then I'm not better than the racist people. Are you getting it now? If I should stand up, when this woman whose face was disfigured, if I should stand up, then I am not different from racist people. You see, and when we talk about racism, you see, it's not only this issue of white, black, white racism. There is class discrimination. You see, poor people, rich people discriminate against the poor ones. You see, beautiful women or handsome men discriminate against the ugly ones. It happens. Also, there are people who are handicapped, that is, they have physical disability. There are people who discriminate against them because they are physically disabled. So when you see somebody that is physically disabled and you discriminate against that person, you are not better than racist people. Are you getting me now? You are not better than racist people when you discriminate against, disabled persons or people. Now, guys, as you watch me, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Man, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. It's remaining very few people. So today in the morning, I got over 30 subscribers. I want to say thank you for supporting me. I appreciate you. And also, if you're watching me or on TikTok, please follow me. And do go to my YouTube channel at Uncle RODDY and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need I'm at 850. I just need few people and then I'm good to go. So this issue of discrimination, it is also when you go to Africa, you see people discriminate against some tribes, against some religion. Some people, there are some set of people that are called outcasts in our societies in Africa. These outcasts, nobody transacts business with them. They don't intermarry. They don't marry them. They don't do any kind of business transaction, nothing, no communication. So you as an African who outcasted some people in your town, in your village, and you came to Europe and married a white woman, how are you sure that the woman or the person you married wasn't an outcast? You outcast your own race. In your country, in your village, you claim that they are not clean, they are not pure. But the woman, the white woman, the Asian woman, the Arab woman, the woman from another country that you married, you said you fell in love with, how are you sure that that person is not an outcast? All these women, white women, you guys are marrying, everybody is marrying in Europe. Do you know their history? Do you know their background? So if you see, you came here, you saw white woman and you believe white people are pure, and your own people in Africa are filthy. That is why you go to so many African societies, they have outcast system. They tell you these people are outcasts. We are racist. We hate ourselves so much. You see the same people come to abroad. the woman they married, they don't care. They don't want to do background check. They don't want to do background check. And let me tell you something that you do not know. As you watch me, share this broadcast before we go into the real story. Now, those people in your village, in your town, you call outcast. You don't communicate with them. See, a lot of you traveled abroad. You traveled outside your country. Or you are living in another man's land. Now, you don't know the outcast people in the country you are living in or in the state you are living in. So, when you say you don't communicate, transact business, or interact with outcasts in your village, and you traveled somewhere, listen to me. Maybe the nurse who operated you, I mean, the doctor that operated you could be an outcast. The nurse that is attending to you could be an outcast. The woman that you are eating her food, that is running a restaurant that left her village and come, could be an outcast. Now, you see, these things does not make sense because you don't know who you met along the way, who you are interacting. You don't do background check on everybody. So it does not make any sense to discriminate against anybody. Still, those people you call outcasts, you still see a lot of them make more progress than you in life. Are you getting me now? You see the people you call, especially people that hate on another tribe or another religion. When you hate on another, you say Muslims are not true worshippers of God, or Christians are not true worshippers of God. Now, you still see people from, you still see Muslims make more progress than you. You say they are not true worshippers, they don't know God, but you still see Muslims make more progress than you. You still see, if you condemn Christians, you see Christians make more progress, achieve more in life than you. There are people who don't believe in anything. They don't believe in God. They have no religion. Yet they are billionaires. You see that this issue of prosperity in life can happen to anybody. Anybody can be prosperous in life. Whether you name the person an outcast, you hate this tribe, you hate this religion, you hate this race, it does not make any sense. Yes, even many of the inventors, most of the men that the world's richest men don't even have religion. Many of them. Most of the people that invented these social media platforms, they don't have any religion. They don't worship, they don't have any religion, yet they are prosperous. You see that a human wisdom is nothing in the sight of God. That is, your wisdom is foolishness before God. Yes, because he blesses everybody. That person, you as a human being condemned, God will bless. You see it. That person, you as a human being called an outcast, ruled out, will even prosper, may prosper more than you, that claim to be upright or righteous. That is life for you. So guys, welcome to my live broadcast this evening. Let's get the party started. And if you're watching me for the first time, don't forget to go to my YouTube at Uncle RODDY and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, follow me on all social media platforms. Let's go. You see, I always say, who you meet in life matters. Good afternoon to you. I'm trying to pick, I think Liz, that should be the name. Elizabeth should be the name. I keep saying, who you, do I say met or meet? Anyone goes. Who you meet in life matters. Now, this is a real life story that everybody can learn from. And now, in this story, I'm not going to mention tribe, I'm not going to mention name, I'm not going to mention anything so that I don't bring people's private life in public. Are you getting it now? But I tell stories for you to learn from. You got it now. I tell stories for you to learn from. So he who has ears or she who has ears should listen. Gigi Ade. So now, there was a young man. I'm going to say it the way it is. There was a young man who nursed the ambition of traveling abroad. Listen to me very well. There was a young man who nursed the ambition. This is a true life story for you to learn from. Here we know the joke. So this young man nursed the ambition to travel abroad, to travel to Europe. Listen. Before this man traveled abroad, he ran into a young, beautiful lady. A beautiful lady. So now, they began a relationship. They fell in love. So now, before the guy was already preparing to travel. So, few months down the line, they fell deeply in love. So the guy decided, as the woman found out that the guy wanted to travel abroad, you know, women and men too, they decided to, tie the knots. They decided to get themselves married, to do their traditional marriage. Okay, which they did. They did their traditional marriage. Listen to this story. So when they did their traditional marriage, few months, like the guy spent like a year with the woman. Sophie D, I see you. Sophie D, I see you. So this young man spent like a year with the woman in Africa. Listen to this story. Before he then relocated to abroad. He relocated to Western world. I'm talking about Western world. So when he came here, he began to struggle, you know, he declared political, he sought for political asylum. That's it. So 1 year down the line, he was struggling to, fix his documents, his residence permits. Are you getting it now? As he was struggling to fix his residence permit, the woman in Africa kept disturbing, calling, telling him she was missing him. Are you listening to this gist now? Every now and then, this guy that is living in abroad would send money to the woman in Africa for upkeep. You know what I mean now? So then the guy then hadn't gotten any document. He was just struggling to get documents. So everybody wondered why the guy did not marry a white woman, didn't go to club, or look for a white woman to marry. Listen to this story. Yes, the lady is an African and the guy is an African. All of them are from the same country, the same tribe. Okay, listen to this story. Now, the guy came here. Everybody wondered, said, young man in his prime, who was supposed to, be on fire. Make sure he gets his documents, gets everything, everything he needed to keep his life going, was thinking about a woman in Africa. Now listen. There were other African women who are citizens in Europe here who showed interest on the guy. They had interest on him. They were already, interacting. Because of the woman the guy left in Africa, the guy chose not to, go further with these women here in Europe. Listen to this story. Because of the woman in Africa, the guy chose not to marry the ones here. White women, he did not marry. Black women that showed interest, there were black women that wanted, that is, black women that have European passports that wanted to settle down with him. He did not, he wasn't serious. His mind was on his, African woman that is back home. Now, don't forget, he met the woman few months before he started, he traveled abroad. So the woman was disturbing him, saying she was lonely, she needed to make babies, and why did the guy abandon her in Africa? She said, things like that, that she needed, that was her time to make babies. She was just pressurizing this guy. Listen to this story. At a time, this guy, look at what this guy did. This guy abandoned everything in Europe here. In Austria, a very big opportunity he had. That is, the police were not chasing him. He had a very bright future to organize his life. Because of the pressure from the woman, he was very young then. Because of the pressure from the woman, this guy then decided to go back to Africa without even getting traveling documents that will enable him to even return back. So now, without getting residence permit, he decided to go get TC, traveling documents. Before then, he went on his own to the authorities and said he wants to go back to Africa on his own. So listen to me. This guy decided to go back. Guys, as you watch me, share this broadcast, because the woman in Africa, you know why I tell these stories? I tell these stories for people to learn and not to make certain mistakes in life. This is a real life story, You understand me? And why I'm telling this story is for you not to make the same mistake. The story is long, but have patience and I will tell you the story big time. So now, this guy now decided on his own. My sister Star, just listen. I'm just getting started. Story plenty. The mistake the guy made was, you asked what mistake? The mistake the guy made was, okay, Angel, you are from Michigan. I'm broadcasting from Vienna, Austria. Good to have you here. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay? And those of you that are watching me on TikTok, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. So now at Uncle RODDY. Can and Sugar. Can and Sugar said he made this call. Listen. So let's keep talking. So this guy now, because of the pressure from the woman in Africa, this guy now decided to go back to meet the woman. He went with very small amounts of money. He had no investment in Africa. Listen, he did not buy any real estate. He did not send cars, nothing. He had only not much money. And because of woman, he went back to meet the woman. Now, when he returned home, he had to rent an apartment from the money he went back with. He had to buy a fairly used car from the little money he went with. and he had to give the woman who was disturbing him some money to start a business, which the woman did not use to start business. The woman just, lavished the money. She used the money for something else. So this guy, eventually, as he returned back home, he rented an apartment where he would live with his woman in Africa. So, got himself a job through connection. As he got himself a job, after 3 months of working at the place, he was fired. He was fired. Mrs. Unique, good evening to you. Good to see you. So he was fired from his job. At the time, things became rough. You know, the going got tough. This guy began to use that fairly used car he bought to be driving taxi, making ends meet, to hustle. So he was in Africa and the woman wasn't doing anything. The woman had no job, had no work. He just went to Africa to go meet the woman. Okay. 1 year passed. 2 years went by. 3 years went by. So this guy thought about his future. Well, said, after some years in Africa, he saw that he made a mistake, but now he cannot come back to European Union because already European Union countries have his fingerprints. Now listen to me, those of you that are new in Europe here, listen attentively. If you apply for asylum, political asylum in any European country, that is European Union country, immediately they take your fingerprint. Your fingerprint will be distributed in every European Union country. So if you say, for instance, you applied for asylum here in Austria and later want to go apply for asylum in Holland or in Germany or in France, they will find your fingerprints. They will discover your name and your fingerprints, and they will send you back to the country where you first applied for asylum, or they may send you back to your native land. So this is why I always say, when you have an opportunity, don't blow it. Don't mess your chances up. Are you following me now? So anywhere you applied for asylum, you stay there and make sure you don't go into crime. Because if you run and say you run to another European country, they will discover your fingerprints, your DNA, your fingerprints, your photo are all over the place. Your photos all over European Union. The only place that you can run to is Canada. You're outside Europe. But as far as European Union is concerned, even non-member states, they may even discover that you've been to one European country and you applied for asylum. If you blow your chance here, thank you, I say you. Now, if you blow your chance here in any European Union, is gone. Either you'll be running up and down, hiding from the police, hiding from the authorities. The only other alternative is for you to head to Canada, to USA, to South America, to any other country. But as far as European Union is concerned, if they get your fingerprints, it don't do for you. Your own is done. Let's go. So this guy now came here. He had every chance to build his life here. But because of the pressure from the woman at home, the guy decided to go meet the woman at home. So 4 or 5 years after, he got fed up. And he decided to come back to Europe. This time, not to European Union. So he went to another country, okay, that is not European Union. Listen to this story. So when he went to another country that is not European Union, he worked for a while, hustled for a while. The woman then was in Africa, continued to disturb him. So he found a way to send an invitation letter to the woman in Africa. He sent invitation letter to the woman in Africa, paid the ticket, every expenses concerning the woman's travel, he paid everything. Eventually, the woman secured a visa and joined him in the country where he is now presently living. Listen to this story. So, as the woman came, the woman joined him. Now, this guy, because he is able to speak the language, he began to show the woman ways, what to do, and he got the woman a job. Listen to this story. Now, before the woman got a job, this guy was the person paying the rent, paying the electricity bill, paying everything, feeding the woman. So eventually, when the woman got a job, listen to this story. As she started working, she did not contribute anything to the house upkeep. She did not contribute to the rent. And the guy was sharing apartments with other Africans because, according to him, where they were living, was like 5-bedroom flats. So he occupied, multiple rooms with his woman. So now, as the woman joined him, he was expected to pay more. So the woman began to work. And as the woman worked, the woman did not help the guy with the bills, even with the food. The woman began to save all the money she was earning. The guy called the woman and spoke to her. Said, listen, I brought you here for us to build a future, build life together. And now you are working and you are not helping me with the bill. So all the money the guy was making, listen to this story, all the money the guy was making, he was using it to pay bills, like pay the house rent, pay the electricity bill, buy food. At the end of the month, he would have nothing left. Are you listening? And the woman then was saving all her money. The woman was saving all her money, sending the money she earned back home. Now, before they traveled, Zanga, I see you. Before they traveled, they opened joint accounts in Africa. Listen to this gist so that you can learn. As you watch me, please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube account. This is how we roll here. Now, before they traveled, they opened a joint account. You know what is a joint account? Account that a woman and the husband and wife, both of them have access to. They can withdraw money, they can pay in money and things like that. So now, as the woman began to make money, she did not contribute a dime to the house upkeep. She began to send the money she was earning into the sister's account in Africa, not in the joint account. She began to send, you see, watch this story now. She began to send the money she was earning to the sister's account in Africa. This guy now called him, the husband called her, said, listen, this wasn't what they agreed. Well, before I go further, now, it was, when the guy was in abroad, the woman kept pressurizing him to come back that she wanted to make babies. When the guy got to Africa, that was when the guy discovered that the woman couldn't make babies. She had problem with the womb. So this guy spent most of the money he came back with trying to treat the woman, trying to, find solution to the barrenness. The guy was trying, most of the money he went back with, he spent it on the woman, period. Looking for a baby. It was when he was already deep inside the marriage that he discovered that the woman couldn't make any baby. But yet, the guy was already in love. Are you listening? The guy was already, they have gone far. They have been there, So the guy couldn't, back up, back out or back up, whatever. He couldn't, quit the relationship anymore. So now, when the woman started making money, the woman then began to send the money back home. So the woman went behind, consulted her mother, and the mother now got a land for her to buy in Africa. Listen to this story. Behind the guy. So, they spoke the same language. Somehow the guy caught them, discovered that she was buying land somewhere. The guy said, what's going on? She said, yes, she had to buy. He said, but listen, you are working and making money and saving money, and you are using the money to buy land for yourself, not even for us. And the husband had been the person paying the rent, paying all the money the man was making. He was using it to service the home and buy food. Now the wife, as she made money, she then was saving the money, sending it home, and used the money to buy landed property. You know what I mean? So when the guy discovered, the guy said, what's going on? She now pressurized the guy, said he has to bring some money to help her. The guy contributed, let's say, like 700 euros, gave to her to support this thing. But then, somebody asked me if I have any house in my country. I don't have. Do you want to build any house for me? The person that, Tijani, you said, do I have any house? I don't have any house. Do you want to buy a land for me and build a house for me? Because if you ask this kind of question, you should buy a land for me and build a house for me to be comfortable. So why do you ask? So now, the woman arranged with the mother, and they bought a land. Somehow, they tricked this guy to contribute like roughly 700 euros in purchase of that land. So, and then that land was in the name of the wife and in her area, in her town, and nothing concerns the husband with the land. So the woman used the money she made to buy land for herself. Now listen, see, why I'm telling you guys this story? I'm telling you guys this story because I keep telling you, a man should be like a soldier. A man is not supposed to fall in love. I keep saying it. Listen to me very well. Whenever you see a man fall in love, the man becomes weak. This is why I keep saying men are not supposed to fall in love, because when a man falls in love, the man becomes weak. Yes, this is the reality. So now, this guy worked for many years. He worked for many years and couldn't account for anything. He had nothing. He just used all the money he earned to pay bills, and he achieved nothing. Since he met the woman, he doesn't own this. Do you understand me? The woman made him to leave European Union and then go to another country entirely. Since the day he met the woman, he has not been able to achieve nothing. So, after deliberating much on it, the guy decided to then call the woman and said, listen, The reason why I married you was for you to support me, help me build life. That's why I married you. The reason I brought you to abroad was for you to help me build a future. And now you came to abroad and you decided to do your own thing. You are making money and you are not contributing to my life. You are not bringing anything to the table, which is unfair. The guy said, now, if you do not want to contribute to the house bills and for us to build a future, the guy said, listen, he want to, call it quits. He want to end the relationship. Are you saying, who is saying love is beautiful? Who told you that? Now, what happened? The guy then said, listen, after some while, after the woman did not change. Yes, media house, he realized he said that could be juju, but that wasn't juju. Some men fall in love blindly. That wasn't juju. Story is coming. I'm going to tell you guys story. That wasn't juju. And this having good heart or soft heart, that must have a limit. I always say your interest comes first. You don't just fall in, even a man is not supposed to fall in love. A man is not, learn it from me, a man is not supposed to fall in love. So now, after speaking to the woman 2, 3, 4 times, the woman did not even change. She continued working, making money, sending it back to Africa, developing the land she bought. She started to develop the land she bought. That was when the guy woke up. All the time while, for years, she was living free, without contributing nothing, without paying bill. Man, I tell you, some men are weak. Waiting you carry now. Waiting you carry. Waiting you carry. Waiting the woman carry now. We go make the man they weak like that. Now listen, guys. So, even not that the woman gave him children, that is all the years, we are talking about a period of about 13 years wasted. He did not achieve nothing. Then, that was when he called the lady. He said, now, since you don't want to contribute to his life, you don't want to support him anyway, don't forget, he paid everything, sent invitation letter to the woman. He paid everything to bring the woman to where he is living. The woman did not add value to his life. So he decided to end the relationship. The guy ended the relationship. Wasted over 13 years in the hand of somebody who did not add value to his life. Now, as after talking, I now spoke to my woman. I told her, I said, listen, the guy should go and celebrate. Are you listening to me? I told my woman, I told my wife, I said, listen, that guy should go and celebrate because he escaped. That is, he was delivered. He should be happy that he came out of the marriage. Because if he did not make up his mind to quit the marriage, he may wake up at the age of 65 without any child and without any achievements in life. Are you listening to me? If he did not, he took the right decision, though it came late. You understand me? So if he did not take that decision now, If he had continued to fall in love, man, this was how some men ended up not with nothing in life. You see, some men is not ended up with nothing in life. Story they come. So, man, I'm sweating. Let me put on the fan. I'm sweating. You know, each time I'm telling stories, I'm sweating. So, anyway, let me put on the fan. So, this one is like Big Mama, Big Papa's house. You know that? Did you watch that video? Big Mama's house. So now, as the guy was regretting not achieving anything and things like that, I said, listen, the guy should be happy. He should celebrate. That is it raining? Is it raining? Because, So it's not raining because my Wi-Fi box is outside the window. I don't want the rain to spoil my window. So I said the guy should celebrate because he should be happy that he escaped it even at the end of the day. Some people did not escape it. Some people did not escape it. He's still young, so he can still bounce back, save money, and reorganize his life. So now the moral of the story is, you just see a woman, see a man, and you put head. You just met a woman and you fell in love. You did not do background check because the woman looks beautiful or the man looks handsome. See, women are becoming brutal these days. Some women are abusing men. Some women are using men and dumping men. Let me tell you another story that happened to somebody that I know. You need to learn from it. After, you will tell me if it is wise for people, guys living in abroad, to travel to Africa and go marry a woman. There is a man of about 60 years. This guy divorced the wife around 1994. 93, 94 was when he divorced the wife. Okay. So, all along, he had been living alone, no woman. So, fast forward, the guy came here around 1988. Fast forward, listen to this story. Around 2005, 2006, this guy got European citizenship. Listen to this story. So when he got European citizenship, I've told this story before. I'm telling it once again for people to learn from it. So now, as the guy got European citizenship, you know, most times people go online. A lot of us have social media accounts like Facebook. Be careful. Helmet guy is asking me, where is my eyebrow? Man, I've been looking for my eyebrow. I don't know where I kept it. I'm looking for it. Hope to find it someday. I've been looking for my eyebrow. I don't know where it is. So, Now, this guy got Austrian passport around 2006. Now, you know, this most of this, many women are online to hunt men, especially men that are living in abroad. Majestically, man, you mean I need to tattoo my eyebrow? No, I am natural. Let it be like that. Let it remain like that. So let me continue with my story. I don't need it. This is how I came into this world. This is me. I cannot alter my looks. This is me. Now, so as this guy got the passports, you know, a lot of women. So a lot of women began to, you know, send messages. The guy did not declare that he's European. You know, women sometimes, say hello online. The guy then established a contact, a relationship with somebody in Africa. They started chatting. As time went by, they got to know themselves. Eventually, this guy decided to travel to, I'm going to make this story short. This guy decided to travel to Africa to go marry this lady. Now, how? The guy never met the lady before. He just met the lady online and decided to travel to Africa to go marry the lady. Now, take note of this. What this lady did was to post her secondary school picture online. Her profile picture was the picture she took when she was in secondary school. So this guy thought that he was going for a very young lady. Now, it was when the guy got to Africa that he discovered that the woman was almost 50 years. Now, you see, so as a man that was in love, the woman was the person that, can and sugar, let me just drop this gist. So, as a man who was in love, he sent money to the woman to book hotel, go wait for him at the airport. You got it. Guys, do you want me to run this? Just don't laugh so that I can anchor this story this evening. So now, this man, the guy later said, listen, the guy later said it was juju. You know, just listen to this. He later said they used juju on him. He said it was juju. Now listen to this. Life said 50 is not too old. Okay, now listen. But the woman, why did the woman, all the pictures, I went to her profile, I went to her Facebook page. All the pictures she posted online was her very, old pictures. Pictures she took when she was in secondary school. All the pictures on her Facebook page were, pictures she took when, so many of these women are they're deceptive. Yes, when she was 18 or things like that, the guy thought he was going to marry a very younger woman or whatever, young woman. So now, the guy now sent money to the woman, now informed the woman when he was, to arrive Africa. The lady waited for him at the airport. And the flight touched down at night. Around 9 p.m. was when the flight touched down. The guy saw the woman. When he saw the woman, that was when he found out that the woman was an old woman. But then, He had no other option because the guy had not traveled. He hasn't traveled for a very long time. He hasn't traveled for a very long time. And according to him, he said he has never seen a woman for a very long time. You get the gist now. You get it. Hope grown men and women are the ones here. So, the guy was supposed to, he was, a soldier. See, a soldier was supposed to abandon that woman there. You got it now. A soldier was supposed to abandon that woman. Immediately you discover that that woman was old. He was supposed to abandon that woman. Did you know the excuse the guy gave? He said because he had not slept with a woman for a long time. You see, he said because he had not slept with a woman for a long time. No, I don't tell lies. I don't. So, he then, so the guy spent he spent the night with the woman. He spent the night with the woman. That was how they sealed the relationship. That was how they sealed the relationship. So from there, from the city, from the hotel, they began to go to another location. The guy then, at the end, married the woman. The guy, at the end, married the woman. He spent months in Africa, married the woman, and returned back to Europe. Listen to this story. When he returned back to Europe, he kept sending money to the woman in Africa for upkeep. And you know, before they will give you visa, you need to go to Dutch course in Africa. You need to pass Dutch course, Dutch lessons. You need to pass B1, B2. You know, you need to pass that Dutch German examination before they can give you visa. So, and that school, Dutch school, is far from where the woman's home stays. So this guy was paying everything. The woman failed many times. This guy paid everything. She failed more than 6-7 times before she was able to pass the Dutch test. And that was when they gave her visa. Listen, the guy sponsored everything. So when they gave her visa, she now came and joined the husband here. So when they came here, listen to this story. When the woman came here, what happened? Every month, the husband would give her 200 euros, not to buy food, just for upkeep, in case as a woman, if she wants to buy pad, if she wants to buy creams, if she wants to buy women things, just for her, not to buy anything, for her own upkeep. So this guy was paying the rent, paying the bills for many years. After about a year, that is, after about a year of the woman staying idle, this guy now got to go and, go registered her at job center, AMS, Albert Mark Service, AMS, job center. From there, they paid for her course to go do Fliege course, nursing course. We call it Fliege course. So, the moment the woman began to go for the course, as soon as she began to make money, are you listening? Man, I'm sweating. See how I'm sweating. As soon as the woman began to make money, So she was getting, I think, like 600 euros then every month, or 800 euros, because of the course she was, attending. She was going then. This lady refused to support the man. That is, as soon as she started, as she started earning money, she did not support the husband in paying the rent, in buying food, in paying, what's it called, the electricity bill. She did not. The man said, listen, now that you are earning money, you are getting money from RMS, from job center, because of the course you are, going now. You need to help us. You need to help the family. You need to start contributing financially to the family. The woman refused though. You see these African women. You see these African women, men. So, you see these African women for a year since, I'm not talking about the money the guy spent when she was in Africa. That is, the guy, the money for feeding, the transportation, going to the embassies, sleeping in the hotels and things like that. The guy paid everything. You say what? The ticket. The guy paid the ticket, the flight ticket to come here, visa fee, everything. Are you listening to this story now? The guy paid the flight ticket, everything, to come here. When she came here, every month the guy would give her 200 euros, just 250 euros for upkeep. Not 200 euros, 250 euros for upkeep. So when the woman began to make her own money, they were married. They married in Africa. They met online on Facebook. They were married. They married in Africa. They went and they conducted a court marriage in court marriage, Abi? Court marriage, yes. So when she came here and began to make money from job center, the guy asked, please, now you can start helping with the house rent, electricity bill. The woman said no way. She began to send money to the father, to the sister, to the siblings, to the mother. She began to send money. She began to do show off. She started, yes. So she started sending money to the father, to the sisters. So what happened? This guy, I'm talking about somebody we know. The man began to complain, say, listen, I brought you here. It was my document that I married you to come here and for us to build future together. I paid everything. I paid your flight tickets. I paid everything concerning your joining me. And I brought you here to help me. Now, she began to send money. She remembered her siblings. She began to send money to the parents. She did not mind the guy. The guy called us, complained. We began to advise him. He said, man, you are a man, endure it. Maybe she just came newly. The guy said the woman was adamant. She refused to contribute anything in the family. 4 or 5 months down the line, she did not contribute a dime, not 1 cent. Not 1 cent. Yes. Now, even majestically mannered, you said their conversation should have taken place in Africa. Women pretend. What if she agreed and when she arrived here, she may agree and when she come here and change, she may change when she gets here. Miss Favored. Miss Favored is a very, 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 very poor That was Miss Favored. Please don't corrupt us. So we are still virgins. So Miss Favored said she contributed under the bed sheets. Hey, so the guy called us, and I told the guy that I said, listen, you are a man. This is your wife. You've now married this woman. You need to, run your home, take care of your woman, find a way to make peace with your woman. This woman refused to even the guy said, if it is 200 euros, even my wife spoke to the woman. Even we asked her if it was 200 euros, she can contribute to the for the house. She refused. She said instead of my wife spoke to her more than 5 times. She said instead of contributing, she will pack out. You see my wife. My wife spoke to her many times. She said instead of contributing money, she was going to pack out. Guess what? Guess what? The woman packed out. The woman packed out. Instead of helping the man, she decided to pack out. It did not end there. It did not end there. Because she was getting visa, one year visa. She refused to divorce the man. Because she was getting one year visa. When she packed out, she refused to divorce the man because she knew if she divorces the man, she wouldn't be getting visa. They will not extend her visa. So before the man knew it, she had finished her nursing course, started working in the hospital, and then she hired a lawyer to represent her in the court case. Can and Sugar, just wait. She hired a lawyer. Now guess what? This woman held that she suspended that divorce for 3 years or 4 years. How many years? 4 years. She did not agree to divorce the man. And the money the man was getting, because he was officially married to the woman, the state had to cut the money into half. Because they said the woman was working and earning more money. So they cut the man's money into half. Instead of getting 1,500 euros, the man was getting 750 euros. When he went to complain, they said the wife was earning over 2,000 euros. So that's enough for both of them. And the woman wasn't living with him. Did you see it? And the guy was pleading. After paying the rent, the guy had no money to eat. He was begging people, borrowing money up and down, calling the children to help him feed. Everybody was talking to the woman. Each time they went to the court, you see the woman come with 2 lawyers. She hired 2 lawyers to come defend her. When they go to the court, the lawyer would do their thing, and the guy will not get divorced. Because if the guy divorces the woman, he will be getting his full money. So the woman's plan was to get European citizenship. She wanted to tie the man's documents down until she gets European citizenship. So she was using lawyers to fight it. Are you listening? She was using lawyers to fight it. Her own was to use lawyers and suspend and stop that divorce proceedings until she gets Austrian passports. So the guy was even begging us for money to eat, begging children for money. After paying rent, he had nothing. The woman did not care. So we thought everything was okay. One day the guy called us. We said, what's going on? He said, he was suffering. The woman that he brought here refused to divorce him, and he had no money to eat. The guy was crying on telephone. The man cried like a baby many times on phone. That is, it's not even crying like a baby many times on telephone. Well, I now called my wife. We sat down. I said, look, if I were the guy, that thing will not take a week and she will divorce. I said, it will not last a week and she will divorce. 100%. I said, some men are too weak. I said, I swear, if I were in his shoes, it will not take a week. She will beg to divorce. So, when the case reached my table, now I told my wife, I said, look at what to tell him. Look at what he has to do. I said, look at what he has to do. He has to do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Look at how to present his case in the court. He does not need a lawyer. If you go to court, look at, I told you guys, I said, listen, you don't need a lawyer. You can defend yourself. You can defend yourself. See, the power of life and death is in the tongue. With your words, with words of your mouth, you can create. With words of your mouth, you can destroy. I always say here, see, or some people say there is power in spoken words. When you speak, people want to hear you speak. Yes, but people want to hear you speak. Man, stories plenty. So I told my wife, I said, what does he usually say when he go to the court? The judges and the people there, when they ask you a question, what do you say? You are supposed, I said, he should present his case before the judges. First of all, start by telling how you met the woman. You may even say the woman paid you to come here. See, if the woman is being cruel, you prove it. If you're a smart person, tell the judges it was a contract marriage. Finish. I said, tell the court, go to court, said she paid you to come here. They have no child together. It was when the woman got to Europe that the guy discovered that the woman couldn't bear a child. I told you the woman was an old woman. The woman is over 50. I said, listen, this is Akara case. This is something you go say, look, listen, you put allegation on her head. As you are the citizen, she is the person that is a foreigner. I said, listen, we go to the court and say that she paid you to come to Europe. Put allegations on her. There are so many ways. Boys, look at how I'm sweating. So, I said, I gave them tips. When we heard that they were going to for another court proceedings, And then we gave him tip. We gave him tip how to present his case in court. What to say to the judges. How much the woman was earning. Everything. He should present everything. Lay all the cards on the table. The guy went to the court. Did as we said. As we advised him. That day, with her lawyers, they dissolved that marriage. The tip we gave him, that day, the woman did not expect it. That day, they divorced, he got divorced. He called us and began to scream. He said, say this brain is too much. They said this brain. That day, the woman with the lawyers, they were shocked. What you say, your utterances in life matters and counts. Your utterances. When people meet you, what they want to see what proceeded forth from your mouth. Waiting they come out of your mouth. Do you have that power to convince? Do you understand what I mean? So, this is the thing. That's why you see some people fail in life. Man, see how I'm sweating. Man, it's like I need to pull off this shirt. What's going on? So, now, the guy called us and began to rejoice. He said he got divorced from the woman. My father... It be like say you go bring that fan here and take this one. I'm just waiting. Okay, I will just end it. Continue, use that one. Let me use this one. I don't know this kind of fan, sir. This fan is more than 5 years. It's just blowing hot. This is my fan. Sometimes in the night, I would think helicopter is just flying over my head. It's just making noise. This fan is over 5 years here. Don't you hear the noise? Man, I need to improve my condition of living. So, the fan is even blowing hot. It's on. It's not blowing. See me. See, that's why I'm working hard to make money and put air condition here. You see, it's on, but it's not. Are you seeing it? Leave it like that. Now that's the highest. Put it the other way. That place. Nah. Yeah. It's not even reaching here. It's not reaching here. Maybe you take that one and take the one when I finish my program. Or you don't want. The madam say you need the better fan. He wants me. You see this Obodo Igbo women. She says she needs the better fan herself. If I open the window now, insect may fall in. So, now the guy called us that day. And said, he said, she don't agree to bring the fan. Now she has accepted to bring the fan. I need to fix it one place. Huh? There's no socket. Wait. Maybe. Wait. I will put it here now. Wait. You can take that one. This fan won't show me. You will take it back. So, now. Now, somebody says see love. Which kind of love that? So, see, that who they do love now? Nobody they do love again. No. So the fan is here now. You see, this one is not making noise. The other one is kaput. That one is over 5 years. So now, guys. So this guy now, So this guy now called us and said, man, he got the divorce. I mean, he got divorced that day. He began to thank us for advising him very well. Well, at the end of the day, the woman now began to, make sure, like, she was saying she was earning more than the man, and she is living good, and she's living more better in a bigger apartment, making enough money. And she was like laughing at the guy that the guy isn't making enough money. You see? Jonathan, you said that kind of fan. This fan, this fan here now, is about 6 years old. You understand me? So I cannot be just fanning. I cannot be buying fan up and down. Ah. If I tell you guys we are managing life in Europe here, you think I'm joking. We are managing life. Somebody said, is my wife a lawyer? No, my daughter is a lawyer, not my wife. I have a daughter that is a lawyer. So, Basi, so the fan is luxury. Next year I'm gonna buy air condition. I'm gonna buy air condition. So AC, I'm gonna buy air condition. So it's not that we are, well, we are living, but not like wasting money. You know what I mean? But now this fan is better. So that was how the guy got his divorce. He got his divorce and began to get his normal money. He's getting now 1,000. My daughter is doing her master's now in law, and she has her bachelor's now. She's doing her master's. She read international law. I think international law. So somebody said is surprised that I don't have air condition. No, I don't have air condition. I'm not fake. I'm not fake. Okay? What I don't have, I don't claim it. I don't come to, I don't have, I'm using fan. Now I'm getting myself, the fan is now. She has not started practicing. She's still doing her master's. She's still doing her master's now. And she hasn't got her, what is it called now? I think practice. She hasn't got her practice. She's still a student. But when she has her own practice, everybody will advertise it for her here. Everybody will know. Yes, when she gets, I will put it online. Anybody that will promote it will make it public. So guys, so that's it. So the guy eventually got what is it? His divorce, began to get his money, and now he's happy with his life. Stai said, what? Jonathan, yes, I've got, yes, so that's, my children, most of them are not here, you know. I'm only here with my wife and my youngest son. My youngest son already has a girlfriend. Most times he is with his girlfriend. I cannot stop them. Majestically, I know the guy decided not to marry again. He's alone since then. He decided not to marry again. He said he doesn't want to marry any black woman. He does not want to have anything to do with black woman anymore. That was what he said. Star, you said you want to say what? I did not get your edition. He doesn't want to have anything to do with black woman anymore. He does not want to have anything to do with black woman anymore. In fact, it's unbelievable. He said he doesn't want to have anything to do with a black woman anymore. So we allowed him to be, and he's happy with his life. The money is enough for him. He's enjoying his life. He said he does not want to see black woman anymore. Now, so do you think it is wise for a person, a man living in abroad here, to travel to Africa, go marry a woman, a strange woman? You know what? This guy suffered to get his documents. Somebody that came here 1988. You got it now. After it took him time, he had so many problems, so many cases. He got the documents. As he got his passport, he used his passport to go bring a stranger he met online, an ungrateful fellow. He used the document to go bring a stranger that he met online. Even he sponsored it. He financed everything. How do you see it? Be from Switzerland, I see you. Star, you said it is his problem. You see, people, okay, if he's not married, people say, why is this man at this age not married? Somebody said it takes two to tango. Shibezeben, thank you, I appreciate you. Yes, you need to love it. Please, guys, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube account. I need few people to hit 1,000 subscribers. We can do it. I'm at 850 or thereabouts. Let's get it to 1,000. Also, you can follow this page. I mean, follow me on TikTok. Let's hit 24,000 followers. Yeah, he's enjoying. He said he does not want to see any black woman again in his life. He said he does not want to see any black woman again in his life. See, you had two stories I told you now. These two stories I told you happened to people that we know that is related to us. Are you hearing it? These two stories I told you this evening happened to people that are related to us. Star, exactly, the woman is a Nigerian. Both of them are Nigerians. In fact, let me put it, both of them are Nigerians. You got it? Both of them are Nigerians. You see it. Both of them are Nigerians. And both of them are crying like babies. Nigerian, you see, I don't know what is wrong with Nigerian people. Man, I need to say it. We don't know what is the problem with Nigerian, the kind of heart they have. Well, such a thing cannot happen to me. No, the guy doesn't want to have any child again. He doesn't want to have any woman again. He wants to live his life. He has had it enough. He has 2 grown-up boys before he married this woman. He has The first son is about 30-something years.
34 years.
The first son is 34 years. So the first son is 34 years. The second son should be about 32. 32. So the guy does not, he wanted a woman, you know, just as a company. Okay. So the son is 34 years, the second one is 32. So, you know, staying alone in Europe here, staying alone in Europe, no company, nothing, you know. But some people, some men now prefer to stay alone instead of this headache. And imagine in a situation where this woman gave him a child, the woman will now be demanding for alimente. You know what is alimente? Child support. God even helped him, because if the woman had dropped 1 or 2 children, she would be taxing him money. Lord said, "It's not so. This thing has happened. Do you want me to give you gist this night? Only that I'm tired now. Tomorrow I will give you guys gist of things that are happening in Europe here, real life stories of people that still call me on telephone. You got it. I can give you gist of real life stories of. Don't say man, things are happening. Guess what? These women, they balance in Europe here and living their life. They don't care. All these women did not return back to Africa. They are just here doing their work, living and sponsoring their families. They just use this. I mean, anybody where they are just using men to come to Europe. That's what I believe. Many of them are just using men to come to Europe. You understand me? They are using men to come to Europe. So, well, this story is for young men. If you are just starting life, it is for you to learn. Though the thing is, some people are lucky, some people are unlucky. Like I always say, it depends on who you met in life. You know what I mean? The person you married. I always say the person you married determines if you're going to go forward or go backward. You understand me? So, but where I blame these people is, you need to know who you want to bring to Europe or to abroad. Did you study that person very well? How do you know that person very well? Did you do your background check very well? People can be fake because they want to join you in abroad. They can pretend, they show you love. That is, they will show you love. I mean, in the beginning, they will show you love, but when they join you, when they get what they wanted, they begin to misbehave. You got it now. So, if you have not married, okay, be careful. Be careful. You understand me? So, Crypto Space Media said it is not wise. I agree with you. Find woman in Europe here and marry. Don't go to Africa to marry a stranger. You understand me? These women you go to Africa to go marry, they don't love you. And they don't know the system. They just agreed to marry you because they want to come to Europe. Many of them, not all, many of them, they just want to come to Europe. They don't actually love you. You understand me? So you need to be very careful. And to be honest, let me tell you, it does not matter if you're married to a white woman, a black woman, an Asian woman, an Arab woman, a Somalian woman, a Caribbean woman. Marry anybody that you are down with, you can live with, you are happy with, no matter the person's race, ethnicity, or anything. Marry somebody that you become. You must not go to marry somebody from your tribe. Stories plenty. Yes, some people married somebody from another tribe, still it did not work. Must not be a black person, must not be a white person. Marry somebody you are spiritually compatible with. Marry somebody you are compatible, both physically and spiritually. But that, men, if not, see my wife here. You see her there. We don't fight tire. If you see the kind of fights we fought in life, there is no couple on earth has fought the fight me and this madam there have ever fought. But we are still together. You see how she's looking at me. If I end this broadcast now, fight will start. What did you say? Why did you say that? So now, you see, the thing in marriage is you misunderstand yourselves, you make up together. You misunderstand yourself, you make up together. There is no marriage without an issue, without misunderstandings. I'm not telling you lie. There is no marriage without misunderstandings. There is no one. And you must learn to, tolerate, ignore certain things. Depending on the woman, depending on the woman. Yeah, even if you love the woman and she's making money and sending to the parents, you will feel cheated. If I'm making money, I'm paying the rent, paying the bills, buying food, and my woman makes money and sends money to the parents, builds house for the parents, I will feel bad. I will feel, man, this woman does not want my progress. Man, we need to end it. Star said people say they don't want to tolerate. If you don't want to tolerate now, then you end it. Your marriage, your happiness matters. If the person doesn't want to tolerate, what do you want then? You need to learn how to tolerate. You must know your wife. See, this marriage is accepting your woman for who she is, or accepting your man for who he is. But there must be limits. Like the story I told you now. You cannot, treat somebody like a goat. You cannot show that kind of recklessness in marriage. That is, the man is working and paying rent, paying the light bill, buying food, and you are making your own money and sending to your parents and building house. And the man told you, look, this is not why I brought you here. That wasn't why I brought you here. You kept, nobody will take it. Even that love, that if I were these people, that I wouldn't even, that marriage will not last a month. It will not last a month. I will end it. Because I will consider you an enemy. You are not building me. I married you for us to build life together. So guys, I want to end the broadcast here. I just came out to spend the evening with you guys. So you can go rewatch this broadcast on my YouTube page. It is permanently there. I want to take a break. This story, you know how to handle your life. You know, who you marry, who you are befriending, who you are running things with. My sister Stella Wumi is in the building. Stella, good to see you. I've not seen you for some days now. Where have you been? You just joined us. Seems you are busy making money. Well, I don't see you often these days. Well, we are doing good. Good to see you, Stella. You see, somebody said the husband's money is for the family, while the wife's money is for herself. No, that's not. You are the man married you for you to help him build life. You got it. So he married you for you to help him build life. Guys, you can rewatch this broadcast on my YouTube. What? Account. I want to end the broadcast here. Or do you want us to continue? If you guys want us to continue, well, but I'm tired. Stella, you can rewatch this broadcast on my YouTube channel. My sister Star said we should continue. Everybody said we should continue. But you are not liking, you are not sharing. I cannot talk to, we are only 110 or 120 here. That's not much. It's not much. Thank you, my sister Star. I'm talking about, somebody asked if I'm still into acting. I don't act movies. I do talk show on social media. I'm not an actor. I just tell real life stories. That's what I do. So I would appreciate if you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that anytime I come up with stories, you can, get notified. That's a way of supporting me. Man, I want to tell you guys some kind of brutal story in the morning, tomorrow morning. That's going to be our breakfast show because I'm tired. I don't want to sit so long. I want to tell you guys some kind of real life story, man. You go shock. You'll be shocked. This is a real life. What a woman did to a man who brought her here. So many men, in fact, my sister said I should tell her small. Okay. The story is too long. It may not finish in an hour. Matter, you say I should add you. How do you want me to add you? Matter something 9. How do you want? You add you how? My sister Star, if I start this story now, it will take me time and I don't want to rush it. It's something I will cool down. Okay, I'm going to wait tomorrow evening when you guys are awake. Tomorrow, I'm going to wait. I will run a normal program in the morning, but in the evening, I will tell the full story. I will cool down. It is a long story. It is a long story. I will give the story. I will tell the story in details. I don't want to rush it. If I start it now, I will rush it because I'm tired. So tomorrow in the evening, when you guys in US are awake, I will run the program. But tomorrow I will run normal program. But the true life story will come up later in the day, in the evening. Pardon me, I'm tired. I just want to relax. So tomorrow I would make sure, have you got something doing tomorrow evening? So tomorrow evening around 5 p.m. Austria time or 6 p.m. Austria time, I will notify you guys. My sister Star, I will write you. I will tell you the time I'm going live. And I will give information on my Facebook page at Uncle RODDY. I will tell you what time I'm going live. Let me go and relax. So guys, I want to say good night from here. I want to say good night from here. Take care of yourselves. It's already night. I mean, almost 10 p.m. in Vienna. Tomorrow is another day. Expect more videos and just show love to the people around you. Don't show hate. They say, if possible, be at peace with all men. So hate doesn't bring anything. Envy doesn't bring anything. So the best you can do is show the people around you. People remember the love you showed them. They also remember the hate you showed them. There are times when I lie on my bed, when I look back, I remember the guys that were kind to me. I also remember the guys that were very, very mean, cruel to me. There are people, if you remember, when you remember how good they are to you or they were to you, you will only pray and wish them well. But there are people if you remember how they were to you, the kind of how wicked they were to you, you would not like to see them again. You wouldn't like to see them again because of their evil ways. Well, guys, I want to say good night from here. Those that are watching me on YouTube, I appreciate you. Subscribe to my YouTube page. This is how we roll. Okay, that's a way of supporting me. Thank you guys for being part of this broadcast. I appreciate you.